simple. What exactly then is a public adjuster, and how are you different from the adjusters from the insurance company? Listen up, everyone. This is where there's a difference. Go ahead.
There is a difference. A public adjuster is the only one licensed by the state to represent you, the person who's had the problem, the policyholder.
And here's the thing, is that we all think that that's what our insurance is, what we pay for is, oh, I'll call my insurance company, they'll take care of me.
Correct.
Wrong again.
And they advertise a lot, teaching you how well they're going to take care of you.
Right.
The problem is that they have their feet in both arenas. They can't represent you and themselves without having some type of shortfall. 1,000 people surveyed, 999 are going to come back and say, I didn't have that great of experience. We want your experience to be a good experience when you have an insurance claim, because we can handle all the details for you as public adjusters.
Well, and I just want to ask you, for anything, let's talk about some of the different things that you can do. It's got to be monsoons, because a roof can fly off. Correct. A flood in the house, fire. Right?
Anything that's a covered loss. An airplane lands on your house, a vehicle runs through it, vandals come in and rob and destroy things. Smoke, there's everything that's covered in a policy.
I must tell you, and I had told you this before you came on, I lost my house in the Northridge earthquake. And we had our insurance. So everybody's calling your insurance company, but it really was a terrible experience, and they weren't really on our side, not for ours, not our experience. Go ahead.
While you're paying your premium, insurance company's your best friend. The minute you file a claim, now all of a sudden you're almost an adversary. They need to do their job. We love insurance companies. We have to have them. But they also have to protect their bottom line. We come in and make sure that you get properly paid for your damages, and that's very simple.
That's the important part, properly paid. And you work on a contingency basis,
we do.
Right? So they're looking out for you.
Right. I mean, our interests are the same. We don't do anything other than document and create an actual record that can be used to properly pay your claim. That's our job.
So here's the thing, is you really should put this phone number in your phone, because you never know when it's going to happen, right? Especially we know we've got monsoon season coming and floods can happen. This is about getting yourself, making sure that you are getting what you are truly deserve, right? Because a lot of times that just does not happen. So the phone number to call, it's 480-625-3434. HudsonDouglas.com is the website, and he's licensed in 14 states. If it's you or someone that you know, I would suggest, please, anybody who has dealt with some kind of an issue, if you're dealing with it now, please have them give them a call. I have a question to ask you that's not on your paper. Is there a statute of limitations? Let's say someone's listening and they recently, in the last years, whatever, had an issue. Can they still call you?
They can call, and we can review their policy. We do offer a free claim review. Many times insurance policies will have limitations on times to file and times to pursue other options. So it is important to call quickly. As soon as you have an issue, your first call should be a public adjuster, not an insurance company.
Okay, so again, that phone number is 480-625-3434. So we'll talk a little bit more about some of the damages that you can help for people, like, because we're going to have hail, right? And it could be not your roof, it could have been on your car. Maybe your car was sitting under, right?
We don't do cars.
You don't?
Unfortunately, Carol, we don't do cars. We do only property.
So only property. Well, that's a good thing that I said that, because now you know. Okay.
It's important.
Okay.
Probably the most important thing to remember is that when there is a catastrophic event, that it is very emotional. When you lost your home, it is a very emotional thing. We're allowed to step above that and take the emotion away from you, and then the trauma. It's almost like going through a grieving process.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so you have to let the professionals at Hudson Douglas take care of that for you, and that's what our job is.
So tell me what you would say that makes Hudson Douglas stand out more than some of the others that are around out there.
Well, my background is in general contracting, and I've experience in the construction world. So when I go and evaluate a claim, I'm not looking at it as an experienced person. I'm able to evaluate and know exactly what it's going to take to rebuild. And with an insurance claim, it's kind of a one-shot deal. They write a scope of work, and then that's what you get paid. So it's important to know all the damages up front, be able to see beyond what's physical and what's actually going to be needed. Nothing worse than having an insured come back and get a contractor quote that's twice what the insurance company paid. we wanna make sure that doesn't happen.
Again, that phone number to call is 480-625-3434. It's HudsonDouglas.com. They are licensed in 14 states, and what's important to know too is they work on a contingency basis. So they're really out there.
You don't get paid until you get paid.
Till you get paid. I do want to also ask you, what is the process? So somebody calls you, and the sooner that something happens, to call them, the better. Not necessarily your insurance company. Please, call them first. Let them talk to you and tell them what they can do for you.
Sure, absolutely.
What's the process?
The process is to give us a call. Many times I can tell you whether your claim is going to be covered or not, just based on general descriptions. We will offer a free claim review. We'll come to your home, we'll review your loss and look at it with you, help you file the claim if you need, and walk you from that first day forward through the entire process.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to stress this for people. When you call your insurance company, which that's what everybody thinks to do, the first thing that is going to happen is that it's a claim, no
Right.
matter what.
No matter
right?
what. If you call, it's a claim.
It's a claim. And so for something that might be something that you think, even if you've never called before,
Sure.
right? I know that happened to my dad once and he had something happen that he had to call, and he was with them for years.
Yeah.
And you know what? He was like in his 90s, and they raised his, and he'd been with them all that time, because, older folks, they stay with the same person all the time, and that's what they think. They think that's the right thing to do. And in the end, he got burned.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Well,
sad?
it's sad when there is repairs that need to be made and they weren't properly compensated.
Right.
We're expert in our field. We're able to know what needs to be repaired and how to value those. We use the industry programs and softwares that are needed to make sure that those are done. We negotiate with the insurance company. We fight the fight for you.
Do you do both residential and commercial?
We do residential, commercial, industrial, anything that has an insurance policy on it.
So you can call them and put this number in your phone, because we're right around the season where we're gonna have monsoons, and you never know what something's gonna happen. And maybe it's you or someone that you know, tell them about it. That's what the show is all about too, because it could be that you know somebody that's dealing with something, and they can call them, get a second opinion. You do those as well?
Sure, and it's never too late to call. If you've already filed a claim and you know that you're being lowballed, or you have a denial that you don't think you should agree with, call anyways. We can evaluate that no matter where the situation is. We can start from there and move forward.
That number to call is 480-625-3434. The website is HudsonDouglas.com. He's licensed in 14 states. And the big thing is that you're not paying up front, because that was one of your questions. You're not paying anything up front. It is on a contingency basis. So what happens, let's say, you say that somebody has, let's say they started a claim already with their insurance company,
Right.
okay? Can they still call you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At any time, we can come in and evaluate how the claim is going.
What happens then if they've already started that claim with the insurance company? It just go,
Once they engage our services, we then go in and write a correct scope of work. We deal with the insurance company, negotiating the deficiencies, and work towards getting that claim paid properly.
what's the biggest claims that you've ever dealt with, like people that have had, like me, an earthquake or anything like that? You might not have been around when that happened.
No, I was around. We've done millions of dollars worth of claims in single.
Is there
small
anything
claims.
that it doesn't matter, any size?
It doesn't make any difference for us, especially in Arizona. We take care of our Arizona family. This is our home base, and I have a soft spot for people who are being taken advantage of. And so
Right.
we will look at anything, the smallest claims to an insured, maybe a very large claim, and you just don't know.
And both residential and commercial. The other thing is to know is that the insurance companies, I don't care what they say, they don't want to have to pay out the claims if they don't have to, right?
And there's been congressional hearings this last couple of weeks. You should look those up.
Wow. Is that on Google?
It's on Google. Just search insurance company on Capitol Hill.
So you can call them direct. Their phone number is 480-625-3434. He's licensed in 14 states. I'm telling you folks, when I had this happen to me, I only wish I knew about a public adjuster. And so now you know. The number to call again is 480-625-3434. It's HudsonDouglas.com. Hey.